most people get this comparison wrong. They think all cash advance apps work the same, but that's not true at all. Here's the truth no one tells you. Apps like Albert and Possible Finance solve similar problems, but they use completely different systems, and choosing the wrong one can cost you time, money, and even flexibility. In this video, you'll learn how Albert and Possible Finance work in 2026, what makes them different, and which one actually fits your financial situation better. Let's break it down in a simple way. First, Albert is designed as a financial wellness app. It helps you track spending, manage budgets, and get small cash advances when you're short on money. Think of someone like Alex who uses Albert to see where his money goes each month, and to get a quick buffer before payday. It's built for ongoing financial control, not just borrowing. Now here's where it gets interesting. Possible Finance works differently. It focuses more on short-term installment loans. That means instead of small advances, you can borrow a larger amount and repay it over time in scheduled payments. Jake might use Possible Finance when he needs a bigger emergency amount and wants structured repayment instead of a small instant advance. But here's the problem most people don't realize. These tools are not free money systems. They are credit-based financial products. That means approval depends on your income, banking history, and risk profile. Many beginners assume instant approval, but in reality, eligibility matters a lot. Now let's compare how they feel in real use. Albert is more of a daily financial assistant. It focuses on budgeting insights, automatic savings tools, and quick cash support when needed. It's useful if you want to improve your money habits while having a safety net. Possible Finance is more straightforward. It is less about budgeting guidance and more about giving you access to funds with a clear repayment plan. This can feel more structured, especially if you prefer knowing exactly how and when you will pay it back. Now here's where it gets interesting. The cost structure is also different. Albert typically charges optional fees or subscription-based features depending on usage. Possible Finance charges interest or fees tied to the loan structure. That means the real cost depends on how responsibly you use each platform. So, which one is better? It depends entirely on your goal. If you want budgeting help, financial tracking, and small cash advances, Albert is usually the better fit. If you need a larger short-term loan with structured repayment, Possible Finance makes more sense. But here is the key takeaway most people miss. Neither app should be used as a long-term financial strategy. They are tools for short-term support, not permanent income solutions. To wrap it up, Albert and Possible Finance are built for different financial needs. One focuses on financial health and small advances. The other focuses on structured borrowing. The smartest choice is not picking the most popular app, but choosing the one that matches your real situation. If this helped clear things up, hit like, comment your experience, and subscribe for more simple financial breakdowns like this.